Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Mick Alphanim. So we're going to begin right here with an article on U.Today. I hope everyone out there is having a good day, had a good day. It's titled Pro XRP Lawyer. We all know who that is, right? John Deaton points out most important lawsuit. This is surprising. Okay, let's find out what's surprising about this. Maybe there's some information here we can use. This is crypto law founder who is also XRP holders attorney, John Deaton, points out the most unarguably important case. All right. Interestingly, it turns out not to be Ripple or Coinbase. Deaton highlights this as the Custodia Bank case against the Federal Reserve. He adds this might come as a surprise to several, considering Ripple and Coinbase lawsuits are pending. Some people are surprised that I would say Custodia case, quote, some people are surprised I would say Custodia case is arguably the most important case, considering we have the Ripple and Coinbase cases pending. They are all very, and he put very in all caps here, important, but most people are unaware of at Caitlin Long. No, but we are. We've been following Caitlin Long for quite some time, and we actually covered a little bit of what was going on in the past. We haven't done it in quite some time, though. It says, in Custodia's situation, he states that Ripple, Coinbase, and Binance SEC lawsuits are equally important, but fewer are aware of the Custodia case and its implications for the cryptocurrency industry. Deaton goes on to explain the implications of the Custodia case, citing the recent Binance US scenario. In a recent update, Binance US says its banking partners are preparing to pause. This is important for anybody who's still utilizing Binance, right? At least Binance, I believe it's just Binance US, right? Correct? But listen to this. It says Binance US says its banking partners are preparing to pause fiat dollar withdrawal channels as early as June 13th. All right, there you have it. Thus suspending USD deposits. Now, if you've been here for a long time, you'll know this is one of the reasons why I speculated some time ago, we did this multiple times, that a lot of the crypto companies would, well, the bank coin companies mostly, they would become banks after some time, or have a branch of their company that is a bank, right? I mean, you can do all sorts of things. There's a lot of different ways you can play this. It's not difficult to become a bank. You need to meet, I believe in the US at least, you need to meet 3 different criteria, and you have to pay, what, $10 million? That's it, 10 million. So anyway, I mean, I don't know that they would want to be necessarily subject to all of the absolutely insane regulations that the banking industry is supposed to. Notice how I say that, supposed to follow, right? My word, if you just take a good look at the banking industry, it is absolutely terrible. That's why I find it quite laughable when they come up, when these regulators come against the crypto industry, and yet the banking industry is standing there doing all types of things that are allegedly violations, right? Right. I mean, listen, if you see some of the articles out there, actually, to back up what I'm saying, if you've been reading a lot of financial articles, you'll see that there's been a lot of banks that have had actions taken against them. You've seen that, correct? And this is in the last 2 to 3 months. We all know they're not clean, but most of the public doesn't know that. And the regulators try to use the banking system as some sort of example to set for, let's say, crypto as such, even though the legit crypto companies have pretty much done the right thing the entirety of the way. And they knew they had to, because they had to, they want to get in the door, so to speak. They want clarity. They want to be able to play and run, But let's continue on here. My apologies, everyone. It says, this comes just days after the SEC sued Binance. Let me scroll down. I want to get to the important stuff. Come on, Mr. Deaton, tell us. Custodia Bank, according to Deaton, has a very controversial and revolutionary idea. It is? Oh, I'm all about revolution. Let's go. It says not engage in fractional banking while maintaining 100% in reserves. Uh-oh. When you go against the Fed and you go against what they want, then As soon as I hear that, I understand fully why they're coming against you. But let's go. Let's keep going. This is with 100% in reserves. A bank run becomes a non-issue. That is that's very true. It says, because there is no fear of not getting all your funds or assets out at any moment. We know the banking industry, the legacy system will have none of that. Deaton added that the Federal Reserve, and they say that the banking industry itself is not like a scam. Did you try to get your 100K out? Not even 100K anymore, 250K, nothing like that. Now some banks are giving people a problem if you want to pull out your 10K. What? $10,000? You don't, you give them the people a problem over that? Bad banking system. Let's go. I get happy when I get on here. I camera talking to all you guys out there, all you people out there. Appreciate you, man. I like the comments too, to engage and stuff like that. And, I'm absorbing information, and sort of exchanging positive energies. I like that as well. God, let's get back to the crypto articles. You got to be professional. So it says here, Custodia sued the Fed. Did you see how Custodia took the attack to the legacy system? This is what I've been saying about crypto. They should have attacked, not wait until the enemy comes against you, till they load up and, they're ready to ride on you. How they used to say in the 90s, they're ready to ride out on you. No, you load up your cannons and you attack. You bomb first. It says here, but Custodia did such a thing. It says, Custodia sued the Fed and the judge just denied the Fed's motion to dismiss. Ooh, Custodia's cooking. Caitlin Long is always cooking, by the way. It says, allowing Custodia to go forward with discovery. Let's scroll down here. It's getting intense. It says, attention to be placed on Ripple, Binance, Coinbase lawsuits. A fresh attention is paid to how Custodia case unfolds in the coming weeks. Greater attention will likewise be placed on recent SEC lawsuits against Binance and Coinbase, which have roiled the crypto industry. We're going to stop right there. And once again, you want to see the rest of that article, and there's a lot of things I did skip. That's on u.today. Oh man, check them out. They got it. They have a lot of good articles over there today. So now, this article here is from zcrypto.com, and it's titled XRP Lawsuit. Legal experts highlight likely outcome of SEC versus Ripple final ruling. All right, let's see what they have to say here. It says a final judgment on SEC versus Ripple lawsuit is unlikely to impact the industry. What? Due to SEC's reliance on enforcement as a regulatory tool, legal experts have argued. Wait a minute. Let me read that one more time. I'm absorbing this just like you are on the spot. A final judgment is unlikely to impact the industry. That is mind blowing. I disagree with that 100%. Now, I'll say this. You got to stroke the beard. When it gets the mind working, I don't know what it is. When your mind just kind of just stops, you do this right here, and the thoughts just start flowing. But I'll say this. Number one, I won't say all of the industry it'll impact. The utility coins, the bank coins, they all have similar use cases. How would this not impact them? It will definitely impact them. And I know they're watching. This is why I believe some of them haven't taken certain preemptive actions, because they're waiting. They know this case is about to be over, and the precedents that are set in this case for XRP, which is cross-border and wholesale CBDC use cases, just like Algorand, just like Stellar, such like that. I know a lot of other companies are watching that because they pretty much do the same thing. They're all part of one system. So yeah, I think that it'll have a great impact on them. There was something else I was going to say, but I can't remember off the top of my mind. But let's continue. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Then also, if you read the 2 documents that Harvard Law put out, right, which can still be found. A lot of people downloaded that. We covered it in like maybe 2 or 3 videos months back. The way that they explain things of how and why these are not securities. I mean, I just don't see how you go against them. No disrespect, but if I'm going to go with legal advice, or legal thoughts. I don't know how to phrase that. My apologies. But I'm going to go with them. I'm going to go with them. They're the best of the best, all right? Or at least they're at the top. But let's see what they have to say here. It says, in a recent piece titled, quote, "Regulation by Enforcement in the Digital Asset Industry, a Lagging Response to Stale Facts," quote unquote, Karen Ubel, Mitzi Chung, and Adam Bruce of the Goodwin Law Firm, okay, shed light on the ineffectiveness of regulation by enforcement in the digital asset industry. I'm not familiar with this law firm, all right? So maybe I will go check them out and see if they have a great track record, or, you know, are they esteemed or prestigious? I don't know. Says the experts particularly argued that the focus on enforcement actions by the SEC had done little to clarify regulatory expectations concerning current facts and market practices. I agree with that. It says, quote, "SEC's enforcement approach with respect to digital asset industry now resembles," I'm not going to say that word, "carpet redacted efforts rather than strategic or targeted actions intended to signal principal policy positions." I agree with that as well. As was more typical of the SEC under its prior leadership, unquote, they said. According to the experts, while enforcement actions are essential in sanctioning fraudulent actors and protecting investors, their utility as a means of conveying prospective regulatory expectations is limited. Moreover, they argue that enforcement actions and litigation are inherently backward-looking, often addressing factual scenarios and market trends that are no longer prevalent in the industry. Wow, they're cutting deep. Wow, this is a much more potent article than I thought. Let's read just this little tidbit and we're going to stop here. It says, they highlighted the ongoing SEC versus Ripple case as an example of the limited utility of enforcement in conveying regulatory expectation. But yeah, and like even now you have Robinhood coming out saying, hey, we went to the SEC, right? And we didn't get any clarity. We didn't get anywhere. So you not only have the traditional crypto exchanges saying that, now you have Robinhood, who's not a traditional crypto exchange by any means, right? So they're primarily, I believe, they were primarily a stock exchange, right? I'm more familiar with like Webull and other exchanges. So the consensus is the SEC does not know what they're doing. They're lying. You can't come in and register and comply because you don't know what to comply with. You don't know what to do. They don't help you. They just want to collect money from you. So it says the legal experts thus argue that the outcome of the Ripple litigation will likely have limited implications for the blockchain and digital asset industry. Once again, Ripple wins this case, right? They set some precedents which can be used and will be used. Let's say they're willing to share certain information if that's legal. The other bank coin companies can follow the exact same path. I just don't see why the SEC would then pursue them, knowing that if, let's say, Algorand and other bank coins follow the exact same legal path. Now, that's not to say they're going to get the same judges. I know that. But let's just play that game. Let's just play with the possibility. That's all we're talking about. They take the exact same legal path that Ripple did. Why would they not win? I think that that's highly reasonable. So once again, not the entirety of the industry, but the bank coins in general, I think it definitely will impact. And I just don't see the SEC wanting to waste money. They may, though. They may. Maybe they're ignorant enough to do such a thing, but there is the possibility. All right, we're going to stop there. They have a lot more here. They discuss a lot more information. Once again, it's on zcrypto.com, zycrypto.com. All right, so now, little random thing here. Is it possible, do you think it's possible for someone to be considered an all-time great actor just off of one role? Now, listen, in my day, there were a lot of great actors, you know, and you could argue that maybe they had more than one great role. Some of them were just average, but let's say, for example, Val Kilmer has been in a lot of movies. I love Val Kilmer, one of my favorites. I didn't like Val Kilmer as Batman. I'm going to say that right now. I know I'm about to get flamed. by people who love Val Kilmer's Batman. I know, but listen, my Batman forever is going to be Michael Keaton. Let's just make that clear. But Val Kilmer was in a lot of great movies, but I think his acting shined the most in Tombstone as Doc Holliday. Now, if you watch that Doc Holliday performance, does that put Val Kilmer up there with the greatest actors of all time? And I mean, if you watch all the other, even like some of the movies that he did in the 80s, they were way more like, they were much less serious. His acting ability had not matured just yet. But if you compare him then to what he did in Tombstone, I mean, he looks sick, he's sweating, he's talking with that real down south accent. I mean, he made you feel like you were there. Does that put him up there with some of the greatest actors of all time just based on one performance? I think about my list of greatest actors of all time, and I can't help it. I put Val right there. Val is right there. And given better scripts and given a better allotment of movies, and that's really dictated by the companies that you work with, your agents and such. I think we could have squeezed a lot more out of Val, like as far as great performances, or at least Val. And don't get me wrong, he's put on some very, very stellar performances, no pun intended. But yeah, I put him up there. I think so. You let me know what you think. You think actors can be all-time greats based off of maybe one massively great performance? Or do they need multiple? I don't know. It's just something fun I'm thinking about. All right. So now we're going to get to this Finn Bold article here. FinnBold.com. And it's titled, XRP's Path to $1. Analyst provides a timeline. Okay, that's pretty bold. So you got a timeline here. So it says here, we're going to skip a little paragraph. It says, in particular, renowned crypto trading expert and analyst Michael Vanderpump, in a YouTube video posted on June the 10th, highlighted XRP and Litecoin as the primary altcoins to monitor in the near future. XRP, Pop specifically emphasized the significance of the ongoing lawsuit against Ripple on XRP's price direction. After analyzing XRP's weekly chart, he identified a potential breakout scenario for the digital currency. Pop suggested that if XRP successfully surpasses its resistance level at 52 cents, it could surge toward the $1 mark. Wait a minute. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, folks. Now, and I don't watch the charts all the time. I might pop in once a day, once every 2 days to just look, just to keep my knowledge up to date, because these small price actions really don't mean a lot to me, truth be told. But yesterday, I could have sworn I saw XRP hit 50. It was either yesterday or the day before. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know your thoughts. If you saw this, it hit 53 cents. Or was I just seeing things? I mean, I've been working hard lately, so I've been a little bit tired. So let me know, like, am I seeing things? I could have sworn it hit 53 cents. I'm going to go back and look at the charts after this video, but it says here, quote, if we break the resistance, I think we can start expanding to 75 cents. All right, I'll take that. But most likely start expanding towards $1 or more. All right, it says to crack the resistance zone, a flip of that resistance zone is where you want to start getting into a trade. Let's see what else they have here. They say he had a timeline. I'm scrolling all the way down here. Talks a little bit about Litecoin, but we're not interested in, well, I'm not, I don't want to say we're and bring you into it. I'm not interested in that right now. So if XRP performs as projected, the focus is expected to shift towards Dogecoin. What? Dogecoin? What's going on here? No. Like that meme. No. That JoJo's Bizarre Adventure meme. No. I don't see any timeline here, sir. Maybe I'm not looking too closely. Let's move on to the next article. All right. Oh, man. So this article here is from U.Today. You never know what you're going to get here. From U.Today, and it's titled, Cardano founder wants truce with the XRP community. Man, I knew this was going to happen. Mr. Hoskinson, we have no beef with you, sir. We have no problem with you, sir. I know you're a warrior. You've talked a lot of trash to the XRP community. I read it. I haven't covered a lot of it. Listen, we don't take it personal, sir. We're all warriors over here. No problem. But let's see what Mr. Hoskinson has to say. And it's mind-blowing to me, given everything that Cardano has done, that they would say Cardano ADA is a security. If you remember, folks, and I know some of you are new here, in the beginning, Cardano ADA was one of our original utility coins. Why? Because they had a lot going on with scan trust and traceability, just like VeChain, another one of our utility coins. But anyway, so we're very familiar with Cardano, and says Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson has made a very rare move in a bid to score a truce with the XRP community, whom he has not been so friendly with over the years. So we don't take that personal at all, sir. Like, a lot of us are businessmen, businesswomen, and we've been in the ferocious industry for quite some time. A lot of us are warriors, former freestyle Greco wrestlers, MMA fighters. There's a lot of soldiers over here. So we don't take that kind of stuff personal at all, sir, So you want peace? Peace. It's that simple. It's that easy. Now let's go defeat the SEC. That's the enemy. Let's go crush them. All right. It says, taken to his official Twitter page, Hoskinson called for peace with the XRP community, a move that has sparked a series of debates on Twitter. It's no debate with me. You say you want peace, then there's peace. Simple as that. The unfriendliness within the with the XRP community has been more or less self-driven over the years. That's okay. All is forgiven. We're moving on. The call for peace now was seen by the community. You're kind of painting with a broad brush here, aren't you? Aren't you an article writer? It says, was seen by the community as hypocritical based on the new designation, focus. We have to focus on defeating the SEC. Are we here to battle each other, or are we here to make some money? I'm all about making money. Money. I'm here for that bank money, and we have to stay focused if we want to get to that bank money. That's how I feel every day. Every single day I wake up, I want to make some money. So we have to stay focused and continue to see opportunity. I'm all about growth. So every day, if I'm waking up, I'm working on projects. I'm thinking about how to expand. How do we expand business? I mean, don't get me wrong. Some people settle, but I'm not a settler. A lot of us are not. So we're thinking about ways to expand business, to do business more efficiently, to make a little bit more money. So focus is a big part of success in life, being happy in life, and we must stay focused. We're not here to battle Mr. Hoskinson or anyone else. We have to battle the SEC because they're really trying to attack us. Let's get over that. Let's win, and let's make tons and tons of money. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. It's just my humble opinion. All right. All right. So, I don't have to go too much deeper into that article right there. Welcome to the team, Mr. Hoskinson. Now start throwing some punches. Pick up your spear over here. Pick up your shield over here, and get in line. Let's start marching forward. Yes, congratulations. You are now a Spartan. That's it. Now let's move on here. So this is like the Bitcoin people. Same thing. Everybody lock arms. It's time to battle, right? Did you see all the articles coming out about a lot of Bitcoin experts are starting to sort of squint their eyes and say, hey, wait a minute, what's going on here? Are the regulators going to try to make a move on Bitcoin? Lock arms, everybody in the crypto industry, and let's walk forward and defeat this archaic legacy system that is doing tons of ill to an industry that should be thriving and will thrive. We will win. All right. So speaking of the legacy system, here's an article from the dailyhodl.com, and it's titled, U.S. Banks Doing Very Little to Recover $24 billion Stolen from Customers. Here's another reason a lot of people, didn't I talk about this before? This is another reason why a lot of people don't like the banks. They're turning away from the banks, and a lot of the banks are running scared. They're afraid that people are going to choose a better option, which a lot of the people did. They ran to gold. But some people that haven't run to gold were running to crypto. Right? It says American banks are doing very little to recover and reimburse billions upon billions of dollars stolen from customers each year. But the banks say they're so secure. Oh, they're so superior to crypto. Oh, they are the safe option. Isn't that what the regulators say? But here are billions and billions getting stolen. And this is just with one method. One method. We're going to get into it. So people are struggling to get their banks to protect them. Oh, they don't protect the people? From massive and systemic checking fraud, reports NBC Los Angeles. So it's reputable. All right. Says the specific type of theft, right? So there's other ways. This is only covering one. I've been saying this for years. I showed the evidence. They are so vulnerable. These checking accounts and savings accounts, they're so vulnerable at these weakly secured banks. The specific, oh man, got tongue tied. The specific type of theft, which is expected to reach $24 billion this year, is carried out by criminals who cash stolen checks endorsed with fake names. The fraud is driven in large by, quote, mail phishing, which is essentially the act of stealing checks directly from the mailbox. Oh, these are some bold people. The mailbox. They go into people's mailboxes. Is that what they're saying? They go into people's mailboxes on their property? What? No. There's going to be a lot of slow singing and flower bringing if my burglar alarm starts ringing. What you think all the is for? Anybody remember that song? Who said that? Anyway, the report tracks the tribulations of Mark Wilding, who says he noticed a mailbox in New York City felt, quote, a little sticky when he mailed some checks to pay bills. All right. Okay. So I'm seeing, okay, so it's not like some mailbox. They're going to people's mailbox that's on their house. This is like the city mailbox. I almost forgot about those. The city mailbox is where you pull a little thing and you put something inside, right? All right. Okay. So his checks, which total $7,200, were yanked right out of the mailbox. And Wilding later discovered they were cashed by someone using the false name Caesar Bruno. All right. Instead of reimbursing him, Wells Fargo told Wilding he could only issue complaints to the banks that cashed the checks. That's interesting and doesn't seem like the right way to go about that. After NBC Los Angeles contacted Wells Fargo and told them about the story they were working on, the bank finally returned the money to Wilding 6 months, after the theft. Well, at least you got something back. I'm going to tell you right now, because we covered a few articles on this channel where certain things happened with certain banks and they blamed it on the customer and they never got their money back. That's another problem, right? You remember that article we covered? I can't remember what it was titled, but it was alleging, this is from the article, not me. It was alleging that banks were not following the law, right? Because they are supposed to cover certain losses. All right, so we're going to stop there. Once again, that's on the dailyhodl.com. If you want to read the rest of that there. They're doing a good job as well. So now we're going to end off here with a little bit of Stellar news. All these companies keep cooking on Stellar. I like all of it. I like money a lot. I do. I'm just saying. All right, so I wanted to get an update on this company that's building on Stellar. The company, we all know this company, Leeway Hertz. Now, Leeway Hertz on their front page, just so we build a base here, and I'm going to show you where this is going. It says here, highly scalable and secure Stellar blockchain services and solutions, right? Leeway Hertz is the software engineering leader of the blockchain space. Our full stack Stellar blockchain services and solutions bring transparency, efficiency, and trust to every financial transaction. Stellar Plus, this is their little offering here. Stellar Plus is our suite of Stellar blockchain solutions. Wait a minute, how many products do they have? Leeway Hertz has come a long way. Leeway Hertz has 12 plus Stellar products. They've run 10 billion plus Stellar transactions. They're doing all this and we don't even have regulatory clarity. Can you imagine in the future? This is just how I feel. I'm not asking you to feel the same. 8 plus stable coins on Stellar. 10,000 plus active users on Stellar. We're getting to the good part. 5+ times Stellar Forks. So they have a lot going on Stellar: cross-border payments, remittances, asset management, global trade, payment and money, asset-backed tokens. That's going to come in handy later. Now, there was a part here, and let me see if I can pull it up, where they actually show some of the companies that are using Leeway Hertz or have used Leeway Hertz. But here, let's go here and see if I can pull it up. This section here is about AI development. So they're heavy into Stellar, and they're promoting right now, going heavy with their AI development. So this is what it says, and it actually has a list of companies down below that are working with Leeway Hertz. So it's not a stretch of imagination to say there's the possibility, not the guarantee, not a guarantee, but the possibility that they could use Stellar in the future in combination with artificial intelligence. This is what it says here. Leeway Hertz AI development company. Automate your business processes and tackle complex problems with our AI development services. Our experts create AI models that automate. So these are customized models. Our experts create AI models that automate repetitive tasks and speed up decision making, which we all know that it's all the rage right now to use AI in combination with trading when it comes to crypto. And you can use it in a lot of other ways as well. It says we also integrate advanced generative AI models such as ChatGPT 3.5, which obviously they're going to upgrade to ChatGPT 4. Obviously, that's clear. It says, and stable diffusion, which has been upgraded so much, right? By the way, on the topic of like stable diffusion, which obviously is thought of in conjunction mostly with Midjourney, if you need a good free Midjourney alternative, I suggest using Blue Willow. Oh, I love Blue Willow. Blue Willow is good. I use a lot of different AI programs now, but Blue Willow is one of my absolute favorite. But let's keep going here. It says unlocking new opportunities for automation and optimization. Then down here, they have companies that either are using Leeway Hertz or have used Leeway Hertz. Let's go through a few of them. 3M, ESPN, Siemens, Gens, Hershey's, Nanowalt. Listen, go to leewayhertz.com and look at this for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. You'll see it there. Hi-Area, WeSign. I mean, this company, it looks, I mean, the companies that Stellar is associated with, they're all looking good in my humble opinion. I'm trying not to put too much on top of it. I'm very excited when I see stuff like this. So the future remains bright. We'll see how this works out. All right. We'll see if they can actuate on everything, how it actually plays out. But as of now, the things are looking pretty good in my humble opinion, unless there's something I'm not seeing. There's a lot of people out there that are very knowledgeable. If you know a little bit more about Leeway Hertz, or if something has changed, or if there's something I'm leaving out, let me know in the comment section below. As of right now, things are looking good. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, let's get to the money.